Okay, I think this is the only time you can explore the palace, so let's do that. Let's steal some shit. Because they gotta have some valuable stuff in here, right? That's a healing herb. Stealing. Woo! There's one particular phrase I remember. So when I first played Golden Sun 1, I did it with a friend in my room. Or I was in their room, I can't even remember. And in the tutorial area, we like checked every pot and every barrel. And no items in any of those. So my friend was like like in the voice of the character. It's like, how are we supposed to feed our families if all of you are so goddamn poor? Hey, look, it's the entrance to the Ouroboros Labyrinth. Weed, apparently. I mean, it's a... Yeah, it's a palace full of rich people. They definitely have weed in here. Which, here's a little fun fact. Weed is now legal in Germany. Kind of. No, wait. I nearly gave those points to the bot. Medicinally? No, recreational. Like, the consumption is now legalized. And you can carry a smaller amount with you. But you aren't allowed to consume anywhere near schools and stuff. And also getting it is still a bit of like a gray zone thing. Like, I don't think anything's established just yet. But yeah. I mean, I don't plan on consuming because I... Yeah. Don't personally see the need for it, but... You know. It's nice that people don't get charged randomly for doing stuff like that. But it's a whole thing here, and I hate the debate around it. I'm on a mission. Oh yeah, wait, talking about a mission. Wait, Ree, you redeemed something last time and I forgot to... there you go. Buy from a shop. Yeah, so the way it's supposed to work is they're supposed to like... how'd you call it? Like, not directly a shop, you would need to be a member of a club that sells it, and then that club can sell you a certain amount per month only. And you could only be a member of one at a time. So it's a bit of a complicated system, but at least you can no longer get charged for consumption and possession, so that's... I think should free up a lot when it comes to, like, criminal justice, because that's just silly, let's be honest. And, frankly, like, most people consume it anyway. Alright. Oh boy, here we go, dialogue world. Never done any drugs before, I don't even like getting drunk. Yeah, I don't drink as well. Like, I did drink alcohol, like, a few times. And I would only ever do it again when I'm surrounded by people I, like, absolutely trust. Because, I don't know. Not the biggest fan of it. Alright. My new adepts are late. You promised me that they would be in culture by now. Yeah, they surely haven't noticed us yet, at all. Clearly. So did King Wu. They will arrive at any moment. His Majesty does not wait for any man. Callus? Callus. This is... What the hell is that word? Is that a pretty time? I mean, obviously, like, it can also have more severe side effects. You should just, generally you should be aware of what you're consuming and what effects it can have, and don't overdo it. That's kind of important in general. Personally, I'm very much not a fan of any drug consumption, but I will not tell others what to do. If I may speak, my king, the adepts will be worth their weight in gold if they can breach Ouroboros. That's what Callus promised, my sir, but I still don't know why we trust this foreigner. I know far more than you ever will. How dare you? We have guests. Yeah, I have no idea how they didn't see us earlier, considering we just went through the front door. Finally, my adepts have arrived. Now you summon your own guards, Callus? You've gone too far. Personal soldiers are quite unusual. It looks like one of the soldiers attacked us in the Conpa ruins. Huh. If the amount of people that consumed alcohol smoked instead would be no more, put it that way. Well, there probably also would be a lot less of domestic abuse. Can increase such a... Yeah, and they're just the brain prematurely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's also very important. You shouldn't consume this stuff while underage. That's very bad. Obviously, don't do it, but it's the better one. Yeah, I like that phrasing, right? That works. Well done, man. Out of my side. I think most important is just having policies in place that doesn't criminalize people for consuming stuff and opens more pathways towards them being able to seek help without being, you know, marginalized in any way. Because, yeah, that's just bad. Now just tell me exactly who our little visitors are. Let me do the honors, your majesty. These are adepts. You really? Removes the crime element? Exactly, and I don't think people need to be charged for something just because they're addicted to it. Like, come on. Don't need to ruin people's lives more than they already ruin it themselves, potentially. These are quite exceptional adepts. Well, thank you. I take it as a compliment. So you're Callus. And I'm like, you've got to be working with that Bloodhouse. Ah, you know of Bloodhouse, then you are my adepts. Yeah, like Charles Lady said, we are exceptional adepts. Don't say another word. Yeah, it also removes drug. Yeah, if you can get stuff legally, it removes drug dealers, which is nice. And then they can't tamper with the stuff, which makes it more safe. Oh, yeah. So your name is Tyrell, isn't it? Well, you get your 20 points. 40 points? 40 points, right? Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't overdo it, Ray. Oh, sure, whatever. This is our leader. What scrumptious information. Bubsy and Tyrell, two names I won't forget. Now that I've confirmed you're truly my adepts, I hope you're everything I've been promised. They certainly are, your majesty. These adepts have the power to fulfill your greatest ambitions. But which will it be first? To get the relic from Ouroboros? Or to help your army in Authe? The relic or military victory? I've waited so long for both that I can hardly decide. The Ouroboros, an army in Authe. They think we're here to help them with something. They're idiots if they think that, right? Yeah, they're not smart. He seems like rich old man. Nah. Very entitled. We won't do anything. I don't know. I'd be going with the flow right now if I were you. These guys seem evil. They don't realize what an honor it is to save our great king. Serve our great king. I think they're even refusing you. Refuse? No, these adepts won't be able to resist once they hear of the powerful artifact in the Ouroboros. Clearly aren't paying attention, Callus. It sounded like no to me. If you adepts heard of the relic found below the Ouroboros, it's a mask of considerable power and importance. A mask? Ah. So have I enticed you? No. Oh, I don't believe that for a moment. You must be a little curious. So have I enticed you? No. Ah. So this is one of those sections where we had control over the answers now. We would be stuck here forever. Ah, of course, for clever adepts, you are always seeking out such things, are you not? But if you get your hands on the mask, it's all mine. We go all this trouble for him. Don't even consider disobeying me, adepts. I must have that relic. It is key to the power that can help me wage war like never before. Your Highness, may I suggest that we send the adepts to Aether first? The mask may take too much time. Our generals are in need of urgent assistance to complete our siege of the castle. So that could tip the scales in Couch's favor. I give this plan my seal of approval, write it up, then give the letter to that bossy person there. Maybe listen to the letter to ensure it lives up to the measure of your majesty. To the General of the Couch Army, the courier of this letter, Bubsy, has pledged his loyalty to our royal cause. His loyal servant and his companions have sworn their synergy to help you crush the city. Or I think annihilate the city would have captured my sentiment better, but yes, the letter is fine. You have the letter, which we need. Hold on a second, we're not just going to be used like this, are we? Absolutely not. Not blaming you for taking the letter, I'm just saying we don't have to fight in their war. How dare you? Who are you for least to question me? Are you telling me you adepts refused to fetch my mask and serve my generals? Perhaps I was wrong, Your Majesty. Maybe these adepts won't bend their knee to Gaucho after all. They don't realize that pledging loyalty to great king is an honor. And they clearly don't know what sort of rebellion earns you around here. So, adepts, you want to explore the Ouroboros? To steal its relic for yourselves, perhaps? Let's oblige them, Your Highness. Ah, Callus, you are a viper. Yes, I agree. Let's get them to the Ouroboros, post-haste. Bad feeling about this. Going to summon the guards? Dispose of the garbage. That's a bit rude. Well, that's just a bit comedic, isn't it? That's just a bit silly. That rebel will trouble you no more. So now we have to find a batch of new adepts to help us breach Ouroboros. Much longer must I wait now? In truth, I haven't given up on them, King. True adepts have a way of proving their worth. I think those adepts are diamond in the rough. If they survive the fall, they'll soon learn they can never truly enter the Ouroboros. Not yet anyway. Serving you in Ayuthua. I will never pronounce the city right. This is... Would have polished them up. I will give them just the strength they need. I suspect this isn't the last we'll see of these adepts. I'll come back when they're ready, now that they know what's in the Ouroboros. Whoop. Rip. Hey, we've made it. Where are we? I guess it was somewhere within the Ouroboros labyrinth. I mean, conveniently enough, you didn't fall through the little gaps, so that's nice. Would they let us down here anyway? Make clear that we're not about to hand them any of the relics to them. Maybe they thought we wouldn't survive the fall. But if desperate to get the mask, why would they risk it? I bet they're playing a dirty trick on us. They probably hope to trap us in here with no way to get the relic. And no way to escape either. Well, we're not going to rot here. Let's find a way out of this trap. Let's get out of here. So yeah, this part of the game, you have essentially 3 cities. You need to complete quests in the kind of right order in. To progress. If you don't do it, you are kind of not necessarily stuck, but you're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking, which really isn't that fun to do. So I'm kind of glad I know my way around these places. And if I remember correctly, even on my first playthrough, I did it the right way, which is kind of nice. But yeah, you need the flute from Pasai. To enter the royal palace in Ayutthaya. And then you need a letter to actually get to the point that you can use the flute to get into the palace. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Right. Alright. And let's save. I hope we're done with the big dialogue bit for now. Because my goodness. But yeah. The nice thing is we're like having 2 dungeons back to back coming up. And I'm a big fan of that. Because dungeons means puzzle, means less talking and more doing. Too long didn't read. This isn't going well for Yuri, is it? Trying small campus. I mean, if you want to, Ray, I could reinstate the channel point reward that that increases your winnings from a successful gambler. Which, just like the insurance, would be a once per stream thing. And of course, if you lose the gambler, then that's gone as well, but yeah. 35 is a satisfying number. It is. I think the only number that would be more satisfying is 3553. I love numbers that read the same way, forwards and backwards. Nothing. Nothing. Something. Empty pot. Six, nine, six. Wait, no, isn't the actual number like wait, 69420? I think that's that's the internet number. Is that a letter? That is a letter. Let me through. Yeah, that way around also works. But both ways work. Yeah, our generals, Kutsung and Kuembra. Alright. Hey, now we get to do funny things. Got to use a boat. And I think on top of here. Yes. Apple. Okay, this is not how you get there. Hold on. Based on the fact that you can already see that there is a chest under the water, yes, welcome to this game's water temple area. Like, actually. We're going to be playing with water mechanics very soon. Whoa! I don't wanna. I don't want to. There's a Djinn. Yes, we all love water levels. Always. Yeah. The game says you have to. Sadly, yes. Excuse me, generals. We're busy now. Please, generals, we have visitors from Kaocho. These people possess a letter from the king. They don't look like Kaocho warriors. Never mind. Show me the letter then. So, like, now you don't have to do water level. We all know they suck. I mean, it would be better if they don't even make them. What does it say, General? It writes that Bubsy here has come with his companions to help us with this synergy. Ha, you puny people, help us with synergy. Believe that when I see it. They look like a pack of pubs, not powerful adepts. But the letter is from the king. His Majesty cannot be wrong. In that case, I wonder why His Royal Highness has sent them here. So the promises that they will help us with our assault. The king is infallible, but these worms... They're not worthy my attention. I need veteran warriors. Excuse me, generals. May I go back to my post outside? Hold your tongue, soldier. We'll dismiss you when we're good and ready. Now, General Coimbra, I know of what task we can put to these adepts. I won't have adepts underfoot. They'll only trip up our plans to push deep into the castle. But we can't move deeper until evil spirits here are exorcised. These adepts can do that, I'm sure. Ah, yes, now that's a good idea. Ah, yeah, so this is now essentially turns into Phasmo, with us having to find the spirits. This castle is plagued by all manner of fiends. Clear out the palace. We'll be waiting outside while you do the dirty work. Tell us when you're finished. To victory! I was gonna say even better if they don't do it. But there are people out here like water levels. Yeah, people that like water levels are... It depends. Some water levels are fine. I had the laughing when we arrived, but it's gone now. They're not here to actually work. We're not here to actually work for those guys anyway. We can deal with the evil spirits themselves. We just need to find that tree that Buggy mentioned. It's supposed to be in the courtyard here. Off we go. Didn't find evil spirits, but I certainly found monsters. Ow. Oh, come on. I just love it when characters in RPGs just miss. Probably one of the dumbest mechanics. Great. All there is here is an empty pot. I love it here. Amazing. Oh boy. There we go, that looks better. Up we go. Something in here? Come on. I love it how you're actively helping Lise to get into second position. Really, you're doing a great job at that. There we go. More bonus points. I think it's very generous of you. And now, see, this is even better because Lise doesn't gamble. It means she gets more points from the bonus point thing. So you're helping her even more. It's very nice of you. There's nothing in here. Something in here? That's back to the age-old question of what's the optional route and what's the mandatory one. I don't know. Well, that certainly isn't. Okay. Oh, come on. I would want these to win. Yeah. Who has the... Wait. It's just lining people up. You know, that's also a fair way of going about things, Lise. I can respect that. I mean, I already have ideas on how to do the next point season. And And so far, the idea is definitively leans more away from everyone against each other and more everyone against me. And I kind of like how the idea is turning out. It's at the end of the month who wins, right? I don't know if I set an end date actually yet. The end date is probably once I'm done planning out the next round. makes it easier for me. Their eyes are open, but we have not yet opened their eyes. Excuse me, what? Welcome, strangers. I'm sorry your arrival was so jarring. What happened? Did we pass out or something? Our giant tree is such a mystery. When you played the flute, it drew you down more powerfully than usual. Now, strangers, know that you're most welcome here. Well, thanks, I guess, but who are you? Who is he? Dare you speak to a meaty like that? They can't really be adepts, can they? Beg your pardon, you're a meaty. Buggy sent us to you. Ah, now I see he gave you the tree flute. Can't be certain, Amiti. They might have robbed him. The children saw them deliver a letter from the king to his generals. What's this? You turned away. Why wouldn't the generals want adepts in their army? They gave them a different job to purge the evil spirits they've been hearing nearby. Which is just silly since it was just those two laughing. And they're supposed to be hiding quietly. Oh, I'm sorry, we're only playing. It just gets so boring. I suppose you're going to blame us for the statues the generals smashed too. I understand everything now. All this foolishness about adepts joining Kocho army. My friends ran to get me, worried that our enemies had found us at last. So that's why the laughing stopped the moment we gave our letter to the generals. We thought you were adepts, powerful adepts. Ran to tell Amiti that you'd come all the way. And just as they told me you played the tree fruit, I assumed Buggy had come. We're sorry for the confusion. I swear we didn't come to aid Kocho, we came to help Pasai. So what we do with them now, sir? Should take them to see Pytos. I feel like all these people in every city don't like outsiders, which feels very rude. To us as an adventuring crew. Well, who's this Pytos then? Is this guy really worth all the security? It's wondrous beyond comprehension. Please, let's be more patient with our guests. Pytos is our king. But we have no proof that they're adepts, and you're taking them to the king? Adepts are descendant of the Jedi. Thus, by the ancient bonds, we must offer them help and hospitality. Since Pytos has anticipated their arrival, he's been predicting lately that adepts would arrive in the city. Throw fireballs at them? I mean, that would prove that we can use elements. So, that's one problem solved. I'll lead the way, please follow me. Stay close, don't stray. I'll be taking a secret path. Ooh. Yeah, it's very rude indeed. It's like very... Towards the palace. No, they're going to redeem themselves. Also, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard to torch a palace that's kind of, like, submerged in water. That... This is learning. Oh no. Ancient secret, like, you still hold much wonder for me. Yeah. Water spreads gas fires. Now we're talking. The throne room isn't far from here. Please come with me. Paito's throne room's up there. Go on. Look, more entitled rich people. Yay. All the chaos. Uncle, the adepts you've been waiting for, they're here. Come in, come in. You have done well, Amiti, son of... Veriti? Veriti. I have urgent topics to share with you and our guests. Court, I dismiss you. So these are adepts who spoke with the generals. Indeed, uncle. My friends, introduce yourselves. Me, I'm Tyrell. And this here is our leader. An honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I'm Karis. So me, I'm Reef, Your Majesty. How far you've come to grace our court adepts. They climbed the heights of Pasai, where they got the tree fluid. For they came through the ancient tree, you see. Came through the ancient tree. Boggy entrusted them with the tree fluid. We owe him for delivering the adepts to us. Oh, this guy wants something from us, I can tell. You shouldn't speak to a king like that. Oh, come on. You know I'm not good with this fancy talk. You know what? I like him for that. So blunt, how refreshing. I believe we'll get along perfectly. Honesty is always welcome in our court. Then let me get to it. As you have guessed, I have been awaiting your arrival. Not you specifically, for a group of adepts. We need adepts for the ancient Jedi blessed us with a miracle, a machine called the Alchemy Well. When the Jedi sealed the alchemy from this world, our well stopped working. The Aotai people are proud to say that one of our own found a way to restart the alchemy well in recent years. Rich people wanting poor people to do their bidding? Sounds ridiculous. Would never happen in this world. Yes, my dearly departed mother. She discovered that she had the powers of synergy. She used her abilities to bring the alchemy well back to life, which brought water back to Aotai. So the tale goes, everyone here praises Veriti for the miracle, but there is more to the story, as it involves the identity of Amiti's father. Your Highness, if this topic is too personal, we can leave. What do you mean? My mother conceived me through her miraculous power. Ah, of course. I have no father, do I? Please, uncle, you told me that I was conceived of her power. You told everyone in Aotai that. Now it is time to tell the truth. Is he stupid? Potentially. Maybe we shouldn't listen in family matters like this, if you excuse us. No, stay. The truth bears on all of you. Listen carefully. The one who truly fathered Amiti was an adept, an exceedingly powerful one at that. But I told the Aotai people that Veriti was the one who started the alchemy well. Am I to believe my mother wasn't the one who started the alchemy well? who saved Ayute with its waters. Your mother possessed no synergy. No, Uncle, you're confused. Why? You have skill with synergy, and so did she. My power? I can't even get a pebble to do more than a tremble. No, I cannot be called an adept. And my sister had no synergy whatsoever. Your true father was the adept behind everything. Adept this, adept that, I'm about to... No. Ever since we left the lookout cabin, all we hear is people talking about us adepts. Is that how the whole world thinks of us? Like we're pulling everyone's strings? Not at all, my friends. Still, this adept was quite mysterious. He came here like a shadow, saved Ayute, and then left before we learned his identity. Only my sister knew him truly. I never saw his face. How is that even possible? You never knew who Amiti's dad was? A secret romance sounds like something from a fairy tale. Like that bit in Kung Fu Panda where he finds out he's adopted and his dad is the hero. He's shocked to be adopted. I mean, if you tell a kid something and you make it seem believable, and you tell it to them over and over again, like I don't blame them for believing it their whole lives. Is there something you can tell me about him? My sister fell in love with this adept at first sight, seemingly the day he arrived. Verity said that he felt the same for her, which is what was so hard for her when he left. So he came along, knocked off the sis, then left. Sounds like a douche to me. Well, he also reactivated their ancient alchemy machine, and then left. So, I guess he did something, at least? Soon enough, Verity. He found out that she was with child, you and Meaty. Performed so many miracles, there was no doubt of it. Surely, if my mother did none of those things, then he was our adept. For he started the alchemy well, then found the lunar mask. Okay, so he did two things. That was required to make it operate. There is a prophecy that adepts would come to restore an ancient civilization that included much more than Ayute. It was a golden era when our lands and cities worked as harmonious whole, not broken into pieces. The restoration of an ancient civilization. We had a similar thing while we were in Pasai. Well, perhaps that adept was part of this prophecy. He did bring the world to life. No, he told us that Ayute would need to wait years longer until the adepts of the prophecy would come. Then why did that adept come to Ayute? And what am I, if not my mother's miracle? You are a child. Calm yourself, child. I don't have the answer. Verity may have known, but she took her secrets with her. But if the alchemy well is already pumping water, why does Ayute need us? Probably to get rid of the invading force that's outside of their castle? I don't know. That's why I stay indoors, away from them. This kid walking about thinking he's the second Jesus. Well, this world probably didn't have a first one, so, you know, white people at all costs. Though, some people can be really good out there. Just saying, not all people are terrible. You find genuinely good ones out there as well. Yes, you've waited patiently to hear how you've come into the story. The adept left his work half done. Oh, great. So he didn't even finish the job. Amazing. You know what? I rescind my statement about him. No, retract. That's the actual word. He got our alchemy well working again, but if the legends are true, the well can do immeasurably more. 20 years ago, Ayutthaya was on the verge of being lost to the desert. A well made it lush and green. But farther away... further away. farther away. Words. Land is still falling to waste and desolation. Legends say that, oh well, once fed waters far beyond Ayotay, even all the way to Harappa. The alchemy forge of Pasai once pumped the waters. Their machine is dead. It's dry and dying. Ah, it's two parts of the same. The machines are named as a pair, you see. When both machines are running, they work in harmony and benefit this whole part of the world. I had placed all my hopes on that mysterious adept, but he has been gone so long. So I had all but given up on the Jedi prophecy, until I heard of a new group of adepts at our door. No doubt you are the adepts who will bring our ancient civilization back to life. You can try. Do you really think that we're the adepts in the prophecy, Bubsy? I'm sure. You're right, it's unlikely, but it sounds like King Pytos really thinks we could help. So if we finish fixing the alchemy forge, we'll restore this whole area to its ancient glory. When you put it like that, it sounds like we're already fulfilled half of the prophecy. Did you already fix the forge while you were in Pasai? Oh, kind of. Well, it's powered up, but we can't use it. When we started the forge, a ship with a mast appeared. Not to guess what mask they will need. Soul mask, I presume. The well and the forge have many similarities, so I believe that you're right. Well, it's time that you help us, then. We've been looking for that mask. After the alchemy well started, we needed something called the Lunar Mask to operate the machine. Luna is the moon. Duh. So if you need a companion mask, surely it must need the soul mask. Legends tell of a soul mask hidden in the Ouroboros. That I know. Yep, we know that. It is the insight glass, an object that will help you solve the puzzle of Ouroboros. Most people are terrible though, very few are cool. Yeah, but it's worth it for the cool people. That's what I would say. Oh! Rip. What is the insect glass? It's an object that opens a window upon inner truths. It can show the way forward. Mega with the adepts to search the inside glass. Hold on, just where are we going now? The inside glass is hidden within our temple. Within our temple of Barai, which is currently underwater. The temple that's underwater. The temple is submerged in the pond outside the city walls. Surely our pond of water won't stand in the way of mighty adepts like you, will it? Nah, we're fine. Yeah, I'm curious to see the underwater temple too. Temple of Barai is said to be dazzling. So you've never been inside? When the alchemy well was turned on, the pond flooded, and so did most of the temple. The temple remains underwater today. I've never seen the inside during my lifetime. So to get inside, you'll need to figure out a way around all that water. Like sucking the water out, maybe. Or diving. You know. Further, it's possible to reverse the flow of our alchemy well. I'm sure that the moment you see it, you'll know exactly what to do at that. The city hidden down here can baffle visitors. You can find your way back here. Blah, 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 blah. Our meeting will surely be useful for you. Good luck. Now we're traveling to the submerged temple. Yes! Let's go! Stop talking! Right, relax under the... Yes, well, let's show everyone what we're made of. Then you have my leave. Return when you have completed your task. I shall probably do that. Nice! Sadly, we don't have an additional party member yet. He's just gonna tag along. and provide us with insight whenever we not really need it, but the game feels like we do. So, yay. Oh dear. Let's do a bit of exploration first, because I think there are a few things we can get now. And I like getting things. Getting things is fun. Well, that's not the right way. I think we can get that Djinn. I hope we can get it. Good old prison cells. Every city needs that, of course. I don't think we can get the Djinn yet. Unless I didn't pay enough attention. Hold on. Hold on a minute. No, we can't. But I see how we can. Stupid birds. Oh, way. Oh, come on. I actually think there's a boss fight coming up, now that I think about it. So, getting a bit of EXP under our belts surely isn't gonna... It's not gonna be a bad thing, I'd say. Let's see what's in here. Is there stuff to steal? We did indeed find stuff. We found useless stuff, but we found stuff. So, yay? Question mark? I don't know at this point. Alright, let's go into the city. I love this place. I love how this place looks. This looks really nice. Big fan of areas with a lot of water in them. Especially because this place seems to be very nice to be in during summer. Like, imagine how just not infernally hot it has to be in here. Which is always a big plus. You have a treasure chest. I want that. The thing is that we might be able to afford some equipment. I actually want some equipment as well because, yeah. Let's see. Especially defensive stuff is always nice. Yes. 850. That might be a bit... Tad bit expensive, that thing is. I'm gonna go on to Tyrell, though. Well, now we're broke again. Amazing. Fantastic. Wait, hold on. I always forget that I have an AoE heal. I should actually use it as well. Alright. I say we're gonna do the next boss fight as well. Sounds like a plan. This chamber houses our fabulous alchemy well. It blends the elements of earth and wind to create the water that flows into the Barai pond. So we have to put the machine in reverse somehow, but how? The alchemy well was started with synergy. Perhaps an other kind of synergy would work. What did you do to start the alchemy forge? The Jedi made our alchemy well, so hopefully you can tap into similar thinking here. Oh well, we fired that thing up pretty easily. So I bet I can figure out this machine too. Hope it isn't too much trouble for all of you to do this. I'm sure we can do it. What do you think? Yes! I agree. We didn't know how deep we would get drawn into all this. But now it's up to us. You truly will help us. Very grateful, my friends. Ah. What's wrong, Amiti? A voice in my head. It said the Sand Prince welcomes us. I think the voice came from nearby. It's saying more. Release me from my bonds. I will drink the pond dry. Drink it dry? Sounds sort of like what we're trying to do. Isn't that convenient? Whoever's speaking to you, Amiti, you must know that we're trying to reverse the well. Saying more, the Sand Prince must sleep no more. How strange. I'm sure I've heard such a phrase in Ayuchai before. It's related to reversing the alchemy. Well, what do you think? Should we search around to find the Sand Prince? Yep. Though I do understand Amiti's struggle of not knowing at what point you can call people friends. That is very much something I deeply understand. When the face gazes upon the empty vessel, the great flow shall be reverted. Here sleeps the Sand Prince. Beware the Royal Guardian if you cannot prove yourself in battle. I was about to say, you know what's dumb? This little patch of sand has enemy encounters on it. What the fuck? Like, actually. Surprise attack that. It really is like that. It's annoying. Dead. Like, there is no need for this patch of sand to have encounters on it. Absolutely not. And they still just said, yeah, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. And then it's like an encounter with 5 enemies on it. Ugh. When the music of the tree blows through, the fierce prince shall awaken. Wait, where's the flute? I mean, at least here it makes sense that they couldn't do this before, because they A, didn't have the flute, and B, they couldn't read the tablet. Children of Vienna, I'm impressed you made it here. You seek the power that can reverse the alchemy well. Then you must take my power and seal it in a gemstone to use it as your own. I've waited for ages for an opportunity to share my power. Though you must first demonstrate that you're worthy of my power, you must defeat me, young ones. Now show what you can do, and I will show you the gemstone. I will show you the gemstone you require. It's the Sand Prince. remember correctly, this is like the first fight we kind of want to be a bit... bit tactical about, because he can be really nasty. Use attack sounds good. And he has AoE attacks, which is never fun. Hey, bonus points. Okay, so water does damage, which makes sense. Yeah, I don't think any, like, Earth synergy is gonna do me any favors here. To be honest. Let's use Megara. And try to summon a lot of Mercury stuff. Yeah, water does damage. Okay, so that's good. That's good to know. The one problem is we only have very little Mercury Djinn so far. We have 2, so we can only do the 2 summon, which is a bit of a shame. Just damage, I don't like that. Hey, new summon. Yeah, that's good damage. I'll take it. Just gonna kill myself here. Go again with Gust and Forge. Ow! Oh, Jesus! Okay. That's a bit rude. Oh, this is unfortunate now. Let's just use Megara again. And just hope that Reef doesn't die. Okay, good. Whew. The nice thing is we have 2 Djinns that can revive, but it's like a chance revive, so it's not guaranteed. Which is a bit annoying, but you know, could be far worse, I'd say. And I think fire does too much damage. Might as well try. Laser. I just gotta actually do some bad damage. Nice! Let's go! Easy. Woo! Let's go. Give for the GGs. Impressive, children of the Jedi. You've proved yourselves fit to carry away my power. Sandprints. Sandprint stone can be used only by fire adepts. Equip it to gain arid heat synergy. With that gemstone, I'm sure you can acquire the synergy to put the alchemy well in reverse. That's the plan. I think we actually gave it to the right character already. Nice. And now we can use arid heat. Evaporates a water source with great heat. That sounds wonderful, but we're gonna try that out next time around. And then we'll find out what reversing the alchemy well will actually do for us.